Do you believe in ghosts? Like, really believe? I didn't. Not really. I thought it was all just stories. Fun for a campfire, but that's it. Then I moved into the old house on Elm Street. And everything changed. It started subtly. You know, the kind of things you can easily explain away. A floorboard creaking upstairs when I was the only one home. Must be the house settling. A shadow flickering in my peripheral vision. Just my eyes playing tricks on me. A cold spot in the hallway that made the hairs on my arm stand up. Probably a draft. I had an explanation for everything, because I didn't want to believe the alternative. Then came the whispers. It was late, maybe 2 in the morning. I was in bed scrolling on my phone when I heard it. A faint hushed sound like someone was trying to tell me a secret from the other side of the room. I froze, holding my breath, straining to listen. It was a woman's voice, I thought, but the words were indistinct. Like listening to a radio tune just off the station. I called out, "Hello?" Silence. My heart was pounding against my ribs. I told myself it was the wind or the pipes or my overactive imagination. I forced myself to go to sleep, but it kept happening. Night after night, the whispers grew a little clearer, a little more insistent. I started sleeping with the lights on. I stopped inviting friends over. I was too embarrassed, too scared of what they might hear. One night, the whisper was so close it sounded like it was right next to my ear. I felt a cold breath on my neck. I screamed and scrambled out of bed, fumbling for the light switch. The room was empty, of course it was empty. The breaking point came a week later. I was in the bathroom washing my face. I splashed water on my skin, and when I looked up into the mirror, she was there, standing behind me. It was only for a second, a fleeting glimpse, but it was burned into my memory. A woman, pale and gaunt, with long, dark, wet hair plastered to her face. Her eyes were just dark pits, empty, and her mouth was open like she was in the middle of a silent scream. I spun around so fast I nearly fell. There was nothing there, just the shower curtain and the tiled wall. I stared at the empty space, my reflection in the mirror showing a face I barely recognized, pale with terror. I didn't scream this time. I was too scared to make a sound. I just backed out of the bathroom, my eyes locked on the spot where she had been. That night, I didn't even try to sleep. I sat on my couch, wrapped in a blanket, every light in the house blazing. Around 3 a.m., the whispering started again. But this time, I could make out a word. Just one, over and over. Mine. Then I heard footsteps, slow, deliberate footsteps coming down the stairs. Creak, creak, creak. Each step was like a hammer blow to my heart. I knew who it was. She was coming for me. The footsteps stopped right outside the living room door. The doorknob began to turn slowly. My whole body was shaking. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. I just sat there waiting for the door to open, waiting for her to step into the light and claim what she believed was hers. I don't know what happened next. I must have blacked out from fear. I woke up the next morning on the couch, the sun streaming through the windows. The house was silent. I packed a single bag, left everything else, and walked out that front door. I never looked back. I still don't know who she was or what she wanted. But sometimes, late at night, when I'm all alone and the house is quiet, I can still hear her whispering in the dark. Mine.
Hey, please help by hitting like and subscribe.